The Stockton Thunder took on the Idaho Steelheads at Stockton Arena, and Keith Seabrook got the Thunder on the board early, Brandon.
Yeah, it was a nice power play goal for the Stockton Thunder defenseman, and certainly with Ryan Constant out of the lineup, he's going to be relied on, especially on that power play to quarterback it. This one he was able to put behind the net for his 6th goal of the season.
Tyler Maxwell scored early on it. Also got a 2-0 lead for the Thunder, and it looked like they were rolling.
Yeah, this was the second shot, or third shot, basically, on Olivier Waugh. He had already surrendered 2 goals at this point in time, and it was just 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the contest. Tyler Maxwell, it's his first goal since he came back off the injured reserve list.
Idaho fought back, though, as David DeCastroza scored a goal for the Idaho Steelheads, making it 2-1.
Yeah, another power play goal and another unfortunate one for the Thunder. It goes off of Levi's skates.
Here, JT Barnett, though, answers back and gives the Thunder a 3-2 lead after Idaho closed it up and tied it.
Yeah, and this one was looking like it was going to go into the third period tied, but JT Barnett comes up with a big goal there, and then it was finished off by Tyler Maxwell's empty netter. And again, the Stockton Thunder go into the break here, Rich, and they have 2 straight wins against the top team in the Pacific Division.
With 2 goals and an assist this game alone, how much farther do you believe you'll be able to bring this team this season?
Well, I have a lot of belief in our team as a whole. I just got to try to contribute the way I can. So if I can contribute on the score sheet, that's what I'm going to do.
What do you think has changed? I mean, you guys have been close in games. In these last 2 nights, what are you doing right that you want to continue? What do you look at and say, hey, that's not what we were doing a few games ago, and if we keep doing that, we're going to win a lot more games?
Yeah, it's just eliminating small mistakes. I think that if we play consistently and do the right things defensively, then we could just go out from there. And you know, it's just like I said, comes back to consistency and doing the right thing over and over. Can't have those lapses.
Well, we also happened with the second goal, but talk about the first goal, the one that got.
The first goal.
2 goals that you involved in.
First goal was a power play, I believe, and just a good forecheck by Shattuck and I, and out to the point and over to Levi. He took a shot, and I tapped it over to Seabrook, and he got the one-timer off. So that was a good way to start. And then right after, Jack chipped it up to Shattuck on the 2-on-1, got it to me for another goal. So that was a great way to start, and we want to start that way every game.
The defense was so much better the last couple of nights just by what you didn't let them do, and made it so more difficult for them to run their offense. What changed as compared to the 2 nights ago?
We put in a lot of work in practice and in pregame skate, making sure that we box out in front of the net and that we keep our stick on their stick to eliminate scoring chances. So I think we did a really good job of that today.
Why do you believe there was so much tension between you and Chase in the second period?
Not sure. I think we both play a hard game. We kind of bumped heads a few times throughout the weekend, and when you play the same team 3 times in a row, it's bound to happen.
Dude, he seemed to almost chase you, like he was like chasing you. At first, you didn't kind of bite, so
yeah.
he kind of really wanted to fight. It looked like.
Yeah, that can kind of be the case at times when you play that hard-nosed game like I do, and I mean, my job's to get underneath guys' skin and play that game, and I mean he's one of their best defensemen, so it's a trade we'll take.
Anyone else?
Do another one?
No. What about you guys?
Back here?
Guys?
We got one.
How do you think your defensive effort has been?
I think we've really done a good job the past few games to tighten up our defensive game. I mean, we've been lackadaisical at times. We've given up a lot of shots and a lot of goals, but this weekend I think we really limited them and took away their opportunities.
Are the kids better reporters than the adults?
I don't see too many reporters.
Against Idaho feels good.
Yeah, really good. It's nice to end the stretch of the season on a positive going into the holidays. I told the guys before the game it's always better for Christmas if you're winning, and that was a huge effort tonight. I thought everybody played committed. You know, at the end we were kind of rope-a-dope hanging on, but Shane was good in net and we got it done.
It seemed to me that you guys almost played Idaho's game. You were really fast in the transitions, at least for this game.
Yeah, early on I thought that they were trying to attack on the rush, and our D had real good gaps and good sticks, and we forced some turnovers, and we were able to attack the other way and capitalize on their turnovers, which got us the early lead, and from there we didn't need a lot more to win the hockey game. And I thought overall the defensive effort was good. The commitment was there most of the time tonight.
You brought up the defense. I know it began to pick up. It seems like you did an excellent job of making them work for. They really didn't get a lot, as she was saying, in transition. You really made them work for what they tried to get.
Yeah, and you know, our defense, we've got good size back there, and they've got a lot of reach with their sticks. I thought the sticks were really good tonight. I thought Leduc coming back in these 3 games was really good. I was really impressed with how he bounced back and played in the games. And so I was happy with our D-core tonight. And like I said, the commitment overall was good throughout the weekend.
Well, you mentioned Leduc, and I wanted to ask Levi and Stebner and all those guys back there. It seemed like they just had an extra oomph in their step.
Yeah, and I think that they challenged themselves to be really good, and I thought Levi was good throughout the weekend. Stebbs wasn't even supposed to play yesterday. He had to step in late, and I think he was lifting weights all morning in the morning and bounced back with a great game last night and played well tonight again.
Losing 2 guys like Seaback and Colbert, the last couple of weeks offensively, what's it mean to have Maxwell back in the lineup?
I was really good. I thought not just offensively, but he played a real solid defensive game too. His back pressure and the way he played in the D zone was real good, and it helps create offense when you have guys working hard to get back like that.
Just one small question, just about the shorthanded goals.
Yeah, well, you know what? This team has got some speed, and they're very active on the forecheck, and they take off quick. That shot got blocked. Philly had a foot race, and Boots was there to help, but he was looking at the trailer thinking, okay, if this shot's taken, he's going to take the trailer, and so trusted Philly to take the foot race, and it didn't quite work out. But they are a team that'll capitalize on with their speed, for sure.
It's happened sometimes. Do you think that in general you need to work a little on kind of the transition area and that?
Well, I think
your back door.
Obviously, you can't get shots blocked when you're on a power play, and that's you have your head up shooting. And Philly, he took the shot there, got blocked, and then he was in a foot race. I think he had options. I tell him all the time, when you're shooting puck, you have to have your head up, because if somebody's in the lane, you got to make a better decision. So it's a learning experience. He's only played a few games there on the back on the power play for us and filling in, and I think doing a pretty good job back there.
Okay.
How critical do you think today's matchup was?
It was huge. I mean, they're at the top of the division, and for us to take 2 out of the 3 against them this weekend, particularly winning tonight's game, I think it was important for us to climb in the standings and show that we can compete with the best teams in the league.
When it was less than a minute on the clock, it was 3-2, Thunder's in the lead. Was there any fear in your mind that the Steelheads were going to step up their game and get the tie that they'd been working for the entire third period?
Well, they had to push. They pushed pretty hard there. I thought that Shane had to make some saves. I thought our defense was pretty good at keeping it to the outside, but they were definitely pushing hard. Our wingers had a challenge because their defense were pinching aggressively, and overall I thought we handled it pretty good.
What do you think about the matchup against Bakersfield?
We've been good against Bakersfield so far. It's important coming up because we've got the 2 games, and if we win both, we could be right behind them in the standings. So real important series coming back from the holidays.